Hello guys! Today I want to talk about how to be a digital nomad without having to touch any of your savings. As you know, me and Liam, we're both online teachers and that's not a great salary, and we also work only 4 hours a day. So how do we do it? How do we book our flights? How do we live all these experiences only using the money from our jobs? Number one, use Skyscanner to book your flights. It's this amazing website where you can compare all the different airlines, the different prices. They show the stops, the things they offer, the times. You can even get to this calendar where you can compare the days, so you can even choose the cheapest day to travel. And we book all our flights with the Skyscanner. It's been great. You can get 1/3 or 1/4 of the price you usually get for the flights when you use it. So it's amazing. Number two, housing. If you want to be a digital nomad and you want to do it for a long time, or you don't want to spend all your money on it, never ever stay at a hotel. There are amazing hostels where you can stay, and you stay in this room with other, 10 travelers, and you get to meet them and become friends with them and know their stories, and it's very, very cool. It's our favorite choice with Liam. And also there's hostels that are meant to be for digital nomads, so they have cool amenities where you can stay and work on your computer. Unfortunately for me and Liam, that's not a choice because we're teachers, so we need a quiet place to do our classes. So for us, our best choice is Airbnb, which is also amazing, and you get to see all these comments about the different places, so you get to choose your favorite. You can put conditions. So for example, if you wanted to have a really good Wi-Fi, or you want just a room, and if you do it for 1 month, you get an amazing discount. So it's a really, really good option. And another very good option that is out there, especially if you're traveling alone, is called couch surfing, where you get to stay in some family's coach or some family's guest room, and it's very cool. It's very, very safe as well, because you meet right away a family that actually live in this place, so you get the best tips, the best recommendations, and they can also show you around. So it's a very, very cool alternative. Number three, haggling. Well, to be honest, I was not a big fan of haggling because I always felt a little bad. I didn't want to get into arguments with people, but that's not at all how it is. Actually, people are very, very used to haggle. Of course, you don't haggle in a hotel or in a restaurant, but in every stand in the street, you can haggle the prices, and it's very, very cool. You get all the cheapest prices for stuff. You can buy souvenirs like that, clothes in the markets, or you can haggle the prices of taxis, and the most important thing, haggle the prices of the different tours. And always, because they are always expecting you to haggle, so you always want to start doing it, otherwise you're gonna get ripped off. And the way you do it is, if they say one price, you have to say half of it. So for example, if they say $600, you have to say $300. And then they go okay, $400, and you go no, $350, etc. And that's by far the best way of getting the best prices. Number four, transportation. Always try to avoid taxis because they're very, very expensive, and try to use public transportation instead. They are usually very cheap. For example, here in Playa del Carmen, we like to use the, what's the name of them? Colectivos. They take you everywhere. You can go there to Tulum, to Acumal, whatever, for only 40 Mexican pesos. So it's a very, very good deal. And try to walk as much as you can. Trust me, you don't know how much you're able to walk until you try it. I remember when I was living in my country, I would go to places that were 15 minutes away by car, and then traveling, I realized that I can walk for 2 hours, and it's not a big of a deal. Seriously, Google it, use Google Maps, and if you see that the place is 40 minutes walk, just walk, do it. It's a great exercise. It's very cool to get to know the place, and also it's $0. Number 5, food. If you are a digital nomad, you want to stay like for long periods of time in different places, not just like a couple of days, because otherwise you're gonna be like traveling all the time. It's gonna be exhausted, especially if you're working and you wanna like get to see the place, so you need to stay for longer periods of time. So in those cases, you're always gonna stay in a place where you can cook your own meals. In hostels, they give you all the tools, the same in Airbnb, the same in couch surfing. So unless you stay in a hotel, you can cook your own meals, and it's by far the cheapest way of doing so. Otherwise, if you go to restaurants, try to go to cheap places or food markets. They are delicious. You get to taste the local food and save a lot of money. And in our case with Liam, we don't eat much, so we always like to share the dishes. So if we go to a restaurant that we know they serve this huge burritos or whatever, we cut it in half, and that way we save tons of money as well. Number 6, prioritize. So always make sure you're spending the money in things that are actually important for you. For example, for me and Liam, we don't care much about clothes or fancy food or things. So we spend all our money in adventures, in like extreme sports, or in tours, experiences, because that's what is actually very, very important for us. But I don't know, like if you're a person that really like cares about food and wants to like go to all the expensive restaurants in every place you visit, then do it. Do the things that are important for you, but make sure you're not expending more money than the money you need to travel, especially if you really like it and you want to do it for a long time. But me and Liam, we don't care much about stuff, also because we don't have a place to fill with stuff either. If you are a digital nomad, you don't want to like buy things for the house. You want to like buy things that are gonna keep being there in your memory forever, and like that will prove you at the end of the day that you're actually living the way you want to live. Number 7, luggage. If you bring everything you need inside a carry-on, you're gonna save a lot of money in checked luggage. Also, there are some airlines that they don't even allow checked luggage. So you're gonna have the best prices in flights, and you get to travel very light and comfortably. And when I was traveling in Asia, for example, I had everything I needed in this like small backpack of 6 kilograms. And seriously, I didn't need any more. And you don't need any more. Like, you're not gonna go to any fancy parties here or any fancy dinners, so don't bring your high heels if you're a girl or if you're a boy. Seriously, you can get by with so little. And well, in our case, we don't have a home, so we have everything we own with us because we live this way. But it's amazing. We managed to fit everything inside 2 big luggages. Because we really don't need much. You don't need much to live an amazing life full of experiences and adventures. Number 8, do your research. Research on travel websites or on travel blogs, and you're gonna see the prices you should expect for the different experiences or tours or places, and that way you don't get ripped off. We always do that, and we also in our blog we put the prices of everything we do, so you can go to our blog and see how much you should expect, because we always haggle, so we always manage to get the best prices on everything. And do it. Like, don't accept the first offer, and also don't ask for like too little. Like, if you research all the travel websites or blogs, you're gonna see, for example, okay, for these you usually have to pay between like 400 and 500, so don't pay more, and don't ask for like to do it for 100. Do your research. Also, in travel blogs and travel websites, you can find all the amazing activities you can do in each place. We always do our research before we do anything, and because also you get the greatest advice and how to like take advantage of every situation. So yes, that's a very, very important recommendation. And that's it, so bye bye, and remember to follow us for more tips about traveling and being a digital nomad. See you soon.